Hey everybody, Jochen Heiden here, and I'm back with the 18 January 1942 Turn 42 Combat Replay and Analysis. So once again, all eyes are on China. We got a lot of activity happening in the central part near Changsha, and we have some very important operations going on near Kukong. So I'll be very interested to see what happens this turn and see if we can complete our encirclement and destroy his forces down there. Let's find out. Okay, and here we go. This is the 18th of January. Oh, captured a dot base in the middle of Sumatra. A lot of AKs coming into Rabaul there. He's got to be bringing in supplies to build it up. Oh, no. He got mines in there. We're going to have to get a minesweeper in there. Dang it. Okay, so looks like the Trout had a shot at a patrol boat but elected not to fire. Oh, no, 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 no! What the heck? Oh. Okay, Gar misses a ASW attack. How did it get so many mines in there? Oh, God. Oh, that was bad. How did he... I mean, what density of minefield would that have had to have been to take that many ships out? Okay, so O-23 encounters a Japanese destroyer, but nothing comes of it. Look at this. This is really far out for a patrol boat to be intercepting us. This is out in the middle of nowhere. I'm really surprised that he's got patrol boats out this far. Okay, here comes the obligatory raid on Clark Field. Okay, this is the unit that escaped out of here. We're just heading back towards Changsha. Another raid on Clark. Interestingly enough, he's starting to shift focus to Pinseong. Wonder why the shift in focus now. A lot of fighter escort on this. This is the unit that's now heading back the road towards Sion. A half-hearted raid here. Does no damage. Oh, I'm sure there'll be more. Now he's attacking Sion. Huh. I think he's just looking around for whatever he can hit. He's running out of good targets, maybe. Okay. Alright, so that's the AM phase. Nothing too... Ugh. Oh, man. Total wipeout. In that minefield. Actually, the PM phase was pretty quiet. Alright, so he just landed on Sinkep, but we evacuated that very early on in the campaign. Okay, Morotai, another base that we don't have people on anymore. So land combat should be coming up here. Japanese bombardment at Pensiong. I wonder why. Okay, do you see this? Are you noticing something? He split up the troops. He's missing stuff here. He used to have more troops here than this. He did combine this division as well. So he actually loses this. And now we know he's shed a bit of assault value here. Okay, oh, looks like he's attempting to soften us up here again. I think he's just looking for things to do. It'll be interesting to get a good snapshot of what all he's currently got in this place. It does look a little light. I wish we can get through these bombardments faster. There's just so many units here, it's got to go through every single one. No, he's still got, yeah, he hasn't really changed much. Look at the size of this death stack. Lodrik's got almost 8,000 AV here versus our 4,100. It's still not enough to win. Look at all of this. Look at this, splitting up these divisions. This is some weird stuff. I think this has to do with how it helps the divisions like heal faster or something like that. I don't know. Seems kind of silly, but whatever. I mean, if it works for him, that's fine. Be that as it may, he's still not got enough to get through there. What is this? Where did these guys come from? Well, that's not good. I did not see this unit coming. I did not see that coming at all. How did they catch up to us so fast? I don't really know. Because we were moving fast too. How did they beat us to the hex that we were heading to? I don't really understand that one at all. Unless the bombing slowed us down. But he should have had to have been in the hex with us to do that. I don't know. This one was strange. I don't know if I like this. Alright, so he's got a mixed brigade coming up this direction. Japanese deliberate attack. Let's see what comes of this. Alright, so we hold out. We both take casualties, but I can sustain mine and he can't. So yeah, that's fine. I was in the wrong op mode too because I was moving into the hex. So this is okay. This is okay. Ah, and he's in Taiping now. He's just trying to bust that open. Alright, and he recaptures it. All right. Well, not the best day for us on the ground or at sea. Definitely not. We have a lot to discuss here. Hmm. Looks like we got some units coming around here. A lot of these aren't new. These are things that I'm just transferring around, and you'll get a notice when they arrive at their new transfer location. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're new units. That's a new unit. 6th Australian Division Cavalry Regiment. Okay, we'll take a look at the analysis now. Okay, we're back with the analysis. Let's take a look. All right, aircraft losses today. 2 for us, none for him, which is shocking considering how many bombing missions he launched. We lost a DC-2, which we don't have very many of those, and a Buffalo 1, both to ops. One of those was a KIA, unfortunate, probably a crash landing, something like that. Um, Taking a look at the Army loss points, we suffer a setback down there in China, and we'll talk about it later because it was very surprising to me. I'm not really sure how that actually happened, but we'll look at that and find out how he could have possibly even pulled that off. Ship sunk, not so great. So, once again, Lodrik shows us how adept he is at mine warfare, and he does it better than we do, as he has from the start. We end up losing 3 supply-loaded AKLs and 2 harbor defense motor launches just south of Rangoon. He got these mines snuck in there. We never saw it coming. And yeah, we lost some ships, and we'll probably lose more, which is really surprising to me. Like, what mine density do you need to have to hit that many ships in one hex? Because how many mines does a sub carry? Like 20, 15 or less? You're telling me in a 46-mile hex, they're all grouped together in one tiny spot so that 5 ships run into the same minefield? That seems really surprising to me. We have never had that kind of success with our mines. He loses no ships. So not a great day on the stats for us at all. So let's talk about China. He did a bombardment attack here, just flexing how many troops he's got, which is just astronomical. I don't understand how he can have so many troops, but he's got them. So we're just having to deal with that now. And you know, I don't know how many days of bombardment we're going to be able to withhold or withstand, because our supply situation up here isn't great, but his is excellent because he has all these supply lanes to get to, resupplying this unit where I don't. At Changsha, his depth stack continues to grow. He's got 15 units here, another 5 here, plus 69 there. Some of these have been pulled away, which I assume is this here. I don't really know what happened here, but we had a unit that was moving to this hex. It should have been here this turn. But for whatever reason, he was able to do a shock attack. So I'm wondering if it was coming from this direction and was crossing the river. This is considered a river, I guess. So when you cross it, it automatically shock attacks. Well, this was a mixed brigade and way more powerful than the unit I had. So of course he blew us out of here. So that must be what happened. Now that I'm looking at it, the game considered this a river crossing, which it necessitates a shock attack. We do have blocking forces here and here, but you know, this is a strong unit. I don't know if my forces are going to be strong enough to repel this. And then we also have this armored car unit here, but we have probably enough AV to withstand them here. So we do need a couple more days to get this unit encircled because it just isn't quite yet. So we need at least 2 more days now because this unit is not moving nearly as fast as I thought it would or should. It's only going 14 miles a day, and that's way too slow. Because they should be moving on this road, right? But they're not going at the road moving speed. So our timetable just got accelerated down here because of him. So I'm hoping we can get this knocked out soon because we need to secure this bottom flank quickly. He did attack us here and was not entirely successful, but our forces here are weak and they don't have a lot of troops. I've got reinforcements coming in, but it's not enough to take this unit out. So we're going to need some more time. We just have time. We need more time. We don't have it. That's the bottom line. And the supply situation down here is really bad because they're not flowing for whatever reason. I'm going to have to look at my supply situation and figure out how to get supplies moving down here because I'm not getting them where I need them at all. So I'll be looking for ways to speed up the supply transfer, but it's just, this really put a hamper on things, him taking this unit. It blocked these guys off from their main supply route. So, you know, this game is such a seesaw. One turn we're doing great, and the next turn we're not doing great. And I don't feel like we're doing great anymore because he just keeps beaming troops in from outer space. I just don't know how he has so many. He's got 600,000 troops on the field just right here alone. I don't even know how he's doing it, but you know, that's the price you pay for not making someone pay political points to move Kwang Tung Army over. I should have done that. So I'm in a bad way in China overall. I thought I was doing good, but now I don't think so. So we need some time to get things stabilized here. Once I have this taken care of and once I have that taken care of, I'll feel a lot more comfortable with what's going on here. Obviously in Rangoon you saw the fiasco here in this hex. So he got mines into here, and thank goodness that it was just an AKL convoy that I was sending down here and not something more valuable, because we would have been really in trouble. I'm kind of used it as a canary in the mine in the mine, right? But now I got ships trapped in Rangoon that I can't move out, and these are probably going to hit more of these stupid mines because, you know, they're all in one spot, I guess. So I'll have to figure out how to get these mines cleared without using my ships to do it. Because that's not the way I like to clear mines. But that's the way I've been clearing mines in this game so far, is running my ships into them to clear them. There's got to be a better way. So a lot of activity down here in Singapore again. There's a lot of aircraft here. So I don't know if these are his carrier aircraft or what. I'm thinking they are, but I'm not certain. I have to assume they are, but as I suspected, he does have his, at least some carriers in Singapore. What they're there to do, I don't know. 144 ships in port. Man, I wish I had some. I wish I had a nuclear bomb right now. I could nuke Singapore and put an end to this game in one turn, right? What they're doing here, I'm not sure. Maybe they're upgrading. Maybe they're just rearming. I don't know. But you would think, having this many carriers in this area, that he's going to head up this way. Why wouldn't he? To do like an Indian Ocean raid? Because what do we really have that could stop him right now? Not a whole lot. So I'm expecting to see something like that soon from him, because he doesn't seem that interested in taking the Dutch East Indies. He's in no rush. So why do I think he'd do it now? I think he's going to head up here and try to do more damage because he knows we have shipping up here. That's my guess. He did land here at Sinkep, but we had nobody on that base, so he can have it. He captured this dot base here too. Again, not overly critical to our situation right now. That task force that was over here last turn somehow found its way to here now. You see that 10 ship convoy? Not sure what they're doing. Possibly building it up, or there to repair it. I'm not really sure, but that's where it ended up. But it did give us a chance to get some supplies into. It gave us a chance to get some supplies into Mindanao, so we can put up a better defense there. He's continuing to bomb us here in Clark Field. I don't know what he's waiting for. A written invitation to attack. I wish he'd already do it, but he's just content to continue bombing us every turn until who knows when. I still think he could just finish us off now and use these troops in a better way. He's wasting time here. Nothing else going on in the Dutch East Indies. In Australia, we're just moving supplies in because he's letting us, and I'll let him. I'll let him let us. There's no rush to have him come down here and start a battle at Perth again. Over here, all's quiet. He's allowing us to get ships into Port Moresby again, so why that is, I'm not sure, but we could use the supplies. So we're bringing in some supplies, one ship at a time, because I'm just not willing to risk a bunch of ships at once like I did before, in case he magically beams in his carriers to around here again like he's been able to do twice before. A bit of activity at Rabaul. I think he's just moving in supplies and troops and things here to build this up. This is very routine activities that he's doing there. We do have some ships sighted here at Eniwetok, but I am sure this is just a patrol ship. We no longer have good eyes on Guam because, you know, we lost our stuff there. This ship here that was at Guam is now well on its way to Adak, so that will be an issue. At Luganville, we are getting a lot of reinforcements in there. I'm really committed to building up Luganville to get it set up for a jumping off base for future operations in the Solomons. So that's going well. Noumea is doing just fine as well. We got tons of supply, fuel, troops. We're building the base up. Everything is going perfectly in Noumea and New Caledonia. Once I have Noumea nice and built up, we're going to move forward and start building up all the other bases on the island just to have them ready. And once I have all of this built up the way I want it, we'll start backfilling these other bases in the South Pacific just to be ready in case he does thrust this way. But honestly, there's no money in going this way other than to disrupt our supplies. That's a big commitment for him to do that when he could better use those ships to take all this and to move towards Burma and India, which I think is where the money's at. Possibly in an Australia invasion too. Excuse me. But I've seen no sign of him wanting to do that right now. I feel like he's definitely aiming for an India invasion. And he does not seem to be showing a lot of interest in the South Pacific at this time. So I'll still go ahead and build this up as a preparatory thing. But I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of activity down here, at least in the short term. Well, that's it for the turn. Again, things have turned precarious in China once again, and now I believe it's a supply issue. So I need to find a way to start getting supplies pumped into China ASAP because we're low everywhere. He's continuing to attack us, and his supply lines are uninterrupted. He has nothing stopping his supplies from flowing, but we just don't have a lot of ways to get supplies in. The Burma Road is taking too long. So I got to figure out how to get these supplies moving into China and quickly. Thanks for watching these videos. Thank you for supporting me and Lodrik. And I'll say it again, the Discord's popping off right now. We've got over 80 people now. We have special rooms for Allied side and Lodrik's Japanese side. And also for my campaign with Helson, we have special access in there. So if you're interested in coming in and getting a behind the scenes look at what we're doing in our turns and talking about strategy discussions and tactics, why don't you come on over and let me know what side you want to be added to. If you want to follow Lodrik's side, we'll put you there. If you want to follow my side, I got room for you too. So please come join us there. And thanks for watching.